welcome to episode 53 of the ReelTok Podcast. I am here with the lovely gentlemen, as always, Tyler, Cameron, and George, and we are now into our second year, which is kind of crazy. First of all, from all of us, we want to say a massive thank you for the support recently, especially on the last couple of episodes. The year episode did really well for us. That was really, really good. And we got a lot of messages, a lot of comments. We really appreciate it, as always. And of course, we always appreciate having a look at the Patreon, having a look at all the benefits on there. We've got a very, very active group chat on there at the minute in terms of our Discord. A lot of benefits for you to look at. Ratings on Spotify. We recently hit 1.3K, which is also massive. And we also got quite a few subscribers recently as well. So we really appreciate you all being here. Today we have a pretty decent episode, a few different things here and there. Obviously, episode 53, we're going to go over our favorite performances of 2023 so far. So kind of leading into the award season, kind of the back end of the year. We have some trailers, not really much news to go over this week. Obviously, still with the strikes active, support the writers and actors that we always speak about. Not as crazy amount of news. We do have quite a lot of trailers that release this week. We're going to be going over what we've been watching, and we're also going to be doing some trivia at the end, which I have chosen. But before we get into any of that, I want to check how everyone is doing. Tyler, how have you been this week?
Yeah, I've been good. Been awesome celebrating the 1 year of ReelTok. Been grinding a lot lately, so you can see our new layout here. If you're watching on Spotify or Apple, you'll see a new podcast cover. YouTube, you'll see new YouTube headers. Social media, you'll see new social media headers. All kinds of stuff like that. So go check out all of our branding and new logos and new awesome stuff. Cam's friend M, shout out her. She made our logo. She helped design a lot of the cool stuff. She's been sending us a ton of different awesome stuff all week for our branding and stuff. So awesome work by Cam's friend. And then obviously all of our branding last year was Adamson Visual. Shout out him. It's been awesome. We just wanted to freshen things up for the new year. We tried to go with the orange color scheme now instead of the blue and red. So let us know what you think of our new year 2 branding in the comments down below. We would love some feedback.
Thanks for the notes on Twitter for the logo. Mm-hmm. We appreciate your feedback on that because we were very undecided. We had a lot of options to go through, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the great thing Cam's friend M did was I was yeah, I don't really know what I want. Can you send us some ideas? And she sent us great ideas where we literally were all we like all of these. So thanks for helping us narrow in what we wanted on Twitter. That's another reason to shout us or to follow us on social media is because we're kind of we'll post stuff on there often about hey, what do you guys think about this? Put up a poll and you can help kind of select stuff for us. But in terms of my week, it's been good. Last weekend I was at a bachelor party again in Nashville. So 3 weeks ago I was at one in Destin, Florida. Now I was in Nashville. It was pretty fun. Nashville is known as a huge bachelorette destination. So bachelor parties is a little more rare, but it was really fun. Super crazy city. I'm not a huge, I don't think any of us really are, but again, I don't know if any of you guys are, but I'm not a huge bar or club guy. I don't really want to go
have you met Cam?
That's true. But I feel he's more I feel his vibe's more I don't know, not the type of bar that's shoulder to shoulder. You're packed in where you can't even walk from point A to point B, and it's just lines out the door, sweaty as hell. Yeah. It was just way too much and too packed for me. It's just not my scene, but it was fun celebrating my friend. Nashville is just definitely a wild city, pretty clean city. Honestly, it's pretty new. I haven't been there since I was in 6th grade. But yeah, it was also pretty damn hot as hell. So everyone was just greasy at the bars. It was just a rough time. Yeah. But other than that, now next weekend I'm going to Seattle. So this weekend we're recording another double episode because next weekend in Seattle I'm going to a wedding. So it's just been a crazy amount of travel. I haven't been able to get in any sort of routine for the past 2 months because every other week I'm traveling, which just sucks. I hate this. I hate that feeling so much. I just hate where you're not able to get in a flow or a rhythm. So I'm excited to be done traveling. Still have another 2 months of it before I'm done though. But yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for it. It's fun exploring new places. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Football's back, so super amped about that.
Nice, of course. George, how's your week been, sir?
Week's been good. Yeah, pretty standard, I guess. Didn't really do much except work. A lot of U.S. Open watching. I was able to work from home 3 days this week, which is nice. I usually only work from home on Fridays, but I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to work from home, so checked off some horror off my watch list while I worked, cleaned up the apartment here and there, and just kind of relaxed. It was a fairly, slow week, not maybe work-wise, but just like personal life-wise. And now I'm home this weekend. Came home yesterday morning. Have my cousin's wedding today, the day we're recording. And then, we're recording tomorrow. And then after that, I'll head back into the city. But
You guys have a bunch of weddings recently, I swear.
it's like big wedding season, like end of summer, early fall.
I've been to like one in about 5 years, honestly.
I mean, prior to this summer, I hadn't been to a wedding in quite some time. But yeah, late summer, early fall, that's like big.
Weddings.
I mean, it's not like the wedding season, but it's definitely when most people have their weddings.
Yeah.
Especially on the East Coast, obviously, end of summer, early fall is like when the weather starts to like get cooler and breezier. So it's not like scorching July, but it's not freezing cold December.
I think I have 6 planned for next summer already.
That's absurd.
How do you know that many people? I don't even know that many people.
That's
It's crazy.
just
crazy.
absurd.
I know. It's too many.
Jesus.
But then
George-
again, you guys have like a lot of like siblings and stuff, don't you? So then you meet people through them, like more family. I don't have that much like.
Yeah, I
Family,
mean,
you know what I mean?
I have a large extended family to begin with.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I got that massive Greek family. Just to kick things off. So yeah, inherently.
There's a wedding
that.
tonight in New York, I'd imagine. 'Cause I doubt you're
Yeah, it's
traveling
actually-
right after this pod, flying somewhere.
No. Yeah, the church service is in Flushing, which is like 45 minutes from my house, and then the reception is literally maybe 10 minutes from my house. It's right here. So yeah, it's no traveling. I'm too exhausted for that.
Nice.
But yeah, all in all, good week. More of a relaxing week of just watching tennis, kicking off horror.
Is it finished
season.
now?
No. The women's finals are tonight, and the men's finals are tomorrow.
Is Andy Murray in it by any chance?
Andy Murray, no, he lost like second round.
Oh shit! I didn't even know he was in it. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Andy Murray hasn't got it anymore. Clearly.
I mean, he's still got it. He's been on and off with injury, and he's got like a metal hip now, so he's not going to play as well as he used to, but he'll still do some damage here and there.
Yeah. Cameron, how's your week been, sir?
Good week so far. I changed my office around, so new background. You'll probably try to keep my camera like this is if my camera was like straight on, so you can see like into my household. So I'll try to keep it off to the side a little bit so that you're not like watching my wife parent our kid during these pods. That I did last weekend. Last Saturday we didn't record. Purdue lost, so got to catch up with that depression. No clue what happens today. We'll see. This morning I poured a cup of coffee. Like I have a Keurig, so I just like started pressing brew right. Like, and I just never put a coffee cup down. Hey Izzy, can you stop biting mid pod? Yeah, so I didn't put a coffee.
I thought you literally
Poured a
meant
coffee.
you like took a coffee pot
No,
and just
no.
poured it into nothing.
No, so I have a Keurig, and I just like clicked like brew right. Thanks, Izzy. Appreciate it. And then other than that, there's like I put in a new garbage disposal a while back into our what is it, sink, right? And then our dishwasher wasn't draining. Like connected that, and I'm like, so I called the plumber this week, and I'm like, I'm clearly unqualified for this. I can't figure it out. Didn't do it right. And he's like, did you remove the plug? I was like, what plug? And he's like, there's a plug in between the drain from your dishwasher to your garbage disposal. I'm like, no, I didn't know that was there. So I looked in there, and yeah, there's just a plug that you just like pop out with a screwdriver. And so
Did he still charge you like probably $200 for that?
No, he didn't even come out. Like that's the first question he asked,
nice.
on the phone. Like,
He
and I was like,
invoiced
no, I
you for
didn't.
that
I'll
bit
go
of
do that right now.
information.
And so now our dishwasher works, which is great. But yeah, that's all that's been going on with me. Pretty easy weeks. It's been a
Cool.
while since we've seen each other.
We did our fantasy draft.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Good time fantasy draft. I'm already losing to George, but he had Pat Mahomes.
He didn't even put up numbers for me. 2 touchdowns. and an
I keep getting
interception.
emails to say that something's been traded. I'm just wondering if you guys are like fucking me over big time. I have no idea how this works. man.
No. If someone proposes you a trade, you have to accept it. It's not just going to
No.
go through.
Yeah, but Tyler might be on my account. He did my team for me, didn't he? So
No, your team was auto drafted. I actually tried to take so we did a fantasy football draft for the ReelTok Fantasy Football first ever league, and Seth auto drafted, and I actually tried to take over control of your team to draft for you, just so you didn't end up because sometimes the computer just auto drafts the best player available. So I don't know, for a European football analogy, maybe it just drafts you 6 goalies. It's you don't need 6 goalies, but the computer's the best player available, so there's a goalie. It just keeps stacking your team.
Well,
so
I'm going to lose anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be a lot. But the thing is,
try not to get last place.
I don't count if I'm last place. I don't count.
Yes, you do. You have to.
No, you're in the league.
Because in my form at the start, I said, if I'm last place, it doesn't count. And then I was still accepted. So that was my terms and conditions. So we'll revert to that when I
just
lose.
Try not to get last place. Try not to get last place.
I don't know how to try and get first place, Tyler, let alone last place.
Just
no idea how to do
hope your players ball out.
Yeah, great. As far as mine has gone, pretty standard. I don't know about you guys. It's been really hot here recently for here. So it's got up to Tyler, this is nothing to you, but the humidity is like crazy high at the moment here. So it's really hard to sleep. I think it's been just over 30 Celsius, which I believe is like 90-ish.
Yeah.
So not like crazy hot for you guys, but well, maybe for you, George, actually. I don't know.
I mean, humidity changes everything.
Yeah, last week and like last weekend, it was like full on autumn. Like it was like low 70s, mid 70s. It was breezy. It was like really comfortable weather. And then this week, it was miserable because the humidity, like it was
that kills it. It's just the humidity.
The heat was fine. It was probably like 80, 85 degrees in the city, but the humidity made it feel like 105.
It's so hard to sleep with.
It was so hot one morning. I think Tuesday, the only day I went into the office this week, Tuesday, I walked out of my apartment and like I'm wearing like a suit just without like a tie, so it's like basically a full suit. And I step outside of my apartment. I felt the heat. I walked right back in my apartment and I called an Uber. I was like, there's just no way I'm walking 3 blocks and 2 avenues to a subway and then walking down underground into the subway where it's probably 130 degrees.
I can't. Yeah, the tubes are so. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just not happening. So I Ubered immediately to save myself from drenching myself in sweat before fucking 7 a.m.
Yeah, I couldn't live in like a hot climate all the time. I couldn't live where Tyler lives, for example. I think I'd hate it.
Yeah, with that fall weather, man.
Yeah, I think
breeze.
I think on last week's pod you were talking about like fall weather in NYC. And I think you were talking about maybe on like social media about like movies with fall vibes. And I was like, I feel like you're jumping the gun a little bit here.
But like I swear, last week for like 5 days straight, it was full on autumn. Like it was beautiful. It was mid 70s maybe. You know, it was windy. Even on Saturday, like I went to a farmer's market, so maybe that like amplified the fall vibes. But I swear it was beautiful last week.
Yeah,
that's fair.
First thing we'll go over today, I think review-wise. So me and George were gonna see The Nun 2, but I actually fucking messed my back with him the other day, so I was fucked yesterday. And George, I think, was working like a lot of the day and didn't get a chance to see it after.
Yeah, working late. And then
but I mean, the good news is Cam did see The Nun 2, so
yeah,
review.
Shit movie. Nun is mid. Not even scary. Not peak.
I would say The Nun is bad, actually, the first one.
Cam, for everyone listening, Cam has texted us many times saying that The Nun is the scariest movie he's ever seen.
It is. That's like genuinely like. The problem is like, I'll if I wake up at night, like The Nun is watching me. I'm certain of that. So
I'm gonna send one to your house one day.
Please don't. Please don't. She actually haunts my dreams every day. Like it's horrible. I hate her with a passion. I can't look at a picture of her and go to bed within that same hour. Like it's genuinely horrible. So
I don't get it. Like it was quite scary, but like
no, it's just her, man. It's just her. I hate her.
I got an email last week. It was a campaign for The Nun 2, and
was it the marketing campaign?
You got that too, dude? Did you watch those videos?
Yeah.
They scared the shit out of me.
They were because they were like the marketing. Like,
was it the ones like in the theater?
No. It was basically like they sent us like these promotional videos for The Nun 2.
And if you want to use them and stuff like
that. If you want to like promote them on TikTok, use these videos, whatever, blah blah blah. But the videos weren't like official commercials. It was basically like it was like a person's dash cam, and he was just driving the road, and the nun
I
walks
saw
out.
that. Yeah.
So like
Fuck
it looks,
that. That's
yeah.
not cool.
So like
Fuck that.
it looked real.
Jesus Christ.
I got
I would
to
actually
see.
pull off the road and kill myself. On the spot, man.
Well, because the thing is, like, if
the
it's been
nun's not
haunting,
getting me. I'm getting myself.
if it's been haunting your nightmares for that long, like if you saw like a real life nun like that, like you would literally think like you're going mentally insane.
Dude, I'm telling you, I
like
cannot
Bird Box, you'd be like, you'd have to end it.
I
You're
am
seeing
telling
stuff.
you, I cannot look into a corner of a room at night. I can't. Like, I am genuinely haunted by this woman. I hate her with a passion.
Can I suggest something?
What?
Can I share my screen and show you one of these videos?
Yeah, do it.
You actually can now with this new software.
Click present. Yeah,
All right, hold on,
it should
hold on.
auto do it.
Let me find.
Also, people watching on YouTube, let us know if you like the new layout. We're using a different software. We're kind of upgrading. And then people on audio, let us know what the audio quality sounds like. Because one of the reasons we're switching to this is we're, in theory, hoping our audio quality is better with this. Obviously, it depends on mic and stuff, too. But just software-wise, hopefully this improves it a little bit. So let us know in the comments. You got that video pulled up? Yeah, just click present when it's ready. But yeah, like whenever I'm like walking on the treadmill after workout in my garage, like YouTube has a lot of movies for free. I feel like I'm noticing more and more that YouTube has more movies for free. And all right, let's see.
I watch a lot on YouTube.
Okay,
Actually.
can you guys?
All right, I'm sharing the screen now. Yeah.
Wait, I need to wait for Cam to get off the phone.
All right, well I'll finish. Yeah, so I watch it on a lot of movies on YouTube, but they have ads, so basically you get to watch them for free with ads. I think I was watching like Inside Llewyn Davis while I was walking on the treadmill, and it's just like. The Nun 2 trailer just kept playing every 15 minutes, and I have AirPods in, so like I'll just be on the treadmill watching like a calm ass movie, and then like 15 minutes later it'll be like
It's
coming to theaters. There's like jump
really
scares and like
sudden,
super loud.
yeah.
My AirPods. I'm like on the treadmill. I mean, this is like dangerous. Like I'm gonna freaking fall. All right, well, play this video. Let's see
Are
this.
you
I've
guys?
seen this. This is fucked.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, you can hear it and everything.
You might want to turn down your audio if there's a loud thing because it's way louder than the mics.
Dude,
I would run her over, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. If I saw that shit.
No.
So that doesn't scare me. That's the problem. All right, that got me a little.
Did that one get
That
you?
got me a little
Dude,
bit. and I've
people
seen it.
people listening to our podcast just crash their cars for sure. That was so loud. We're gonna have to pay
bro,
freaking.
I seriously like I pressed play on that video and I'm like, is this like an official like campaign for this movie, or did someone like genuinely just dress up as the nun and go fuck people's day
scare
over?
people. Yeah. Do you guys remember the clown phase a few years ago?
Yeah.
Where people
Yeah.
were like,
People were just
Everyone thought that was a conspiracy theory for the movie because that came out the same. That happened like the same time.
Yeah,
It
that
coming
was
out.
scary.
But,
But like that
Yeah.
wasn't like officially like tied
that was
to it,
just
but everyone
like-
thinks like conspiracy wise that it was.
terrifying.
dude, when that clown
Yeah.
thing was going on, I was in school, college, and I had a job at a bagel shop, and I would work at like 6 a.m. So I would wake up at like 5:30 to walk to the deli, and I swear every single morning I was shitting my pants, like looking around, making sure no
Did you ever
clown.
see one?
No,
I saw one.
bro. I
It
would.
was terrifying. It was
Oh my
so
god,
scary.
I'd freak out. I don't know how I'd react in that
Also-
situation.
We like ran at him and he ran off, so it wasn't that scary anymore. Also, you working at a bagel shop is like the most New York thing ever. By the way,
I've
Just the way
worked-
You casually brought that out.
I've worked at a country club, bagel shop,
Pizzeria.
pizzeria. I've worked at a bakery. I've been a tennis counselor. I've been a soccer referee. What else?
Have you worked at a bodega? I feel like that's an ultimate NYC thing.
What's
I
that?
mean, a bodega, deli.
What's a bodega?
Same thing, pretty much.
Like
It's pretty much like a deli that's also
Oh,
like
okay.
a market, like a mini market.
It's kind of like a deli mixed with like a gas station without the gas, but
Yeah.
like you know what you can kind of get inside a gas station,
Yeah.
like snacks and
Yeah.
drinks and shit.
But yes, we will move on. George, I think, was the only person to see the Equalizer 3. I think you saw it.
Oh, I
So
didn't
wanna
even
give
see you saw that.
thoughts on that. Yeah, he mentioned it
Yes,
yesterday. I didn't see
sir.
your review though, to be honest. So yeah,
I
go for
didn't
it.
make. I didn't. Yeah, if you listen to like the Into the Cineverse podcast that I was on, I said like I don't fucking care about the Equalizer. Not that I think they're like bad movies at all. I think they're like super fine movies, but I don't know. In the last couple of years, we've been blessed with John Wick and Mission Impossible and James Bond and like
Edge of
that's
Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Ciao.
I still have to watch that before we record tomorrow.
I watched it like a couple hours ago.
But yeah, basically, I'm saying we've been blessed with like really, really solid action, and action that just doesn't focus on the action choreography of the film. You know, they take time to explore the world and the lore behind, you know, in terms of John Wick, the Continental, and then you know, this Impossible Mission Force in Mission Impossible. So the Equalizer is just, to me, it's just very bland action.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I will say I think the third film is my favorite. I think we get a little more depth from Denzel Washington. I think this is his best outing as this character. The choreography does feel more brutal. It feels way more... it feels more Extraction as opposed to, you know, Bourne Identity and Bourne Ultimatum, the way the first two feel. And if you're familiar with those movies, I think you'll kind of understand that comparison. Yeah. But yeah, it's worth a watch if you just want like action. Denzel Washington being a badass for about an hour and 50 minutes to 2 hours. But you're not gonna. There's no rewarding feeling after watching The Equalizer 3. It's kind of like, okay, I sat through that action film. Probably never think of it again in my entire life.
Did you rate it like a 3? I'm assuming.
I just gave it a 3. Yeah, I didn't really care.
Yeah,
I didn't care to be too like critical, I guess, because I also think this movie just did exactly what it wanted to do. Like, it never wants to be a John Wick or a Mission Impossible. It never wants to like progress the lore and the world building as crazy as those films do. It wants to be more Extraction, where they just give you really solid action choreography and a very small-scaled story, I'll say. But it never reaches like the Extraction level of intrigue. Yeah, 3 out of 5 overall for me. Fun fact, this is Denzel's first trilogy. And I'm pretty sure Extraction 2 is still his only sequel. That you could fact check me on.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, now I'm like trying to think off the top of my head.
I think it might be.
But I'm almost confident Extraction Equalizer 2 is his only sequel, and now 3 is his only trilogy.
Pain and Gain 2. Wait, no, he wasn't in Pain and Gain. Training Day 2. Training Day 2 is what I meant. Bad joke. Ignore. Cut. It's on me. Training Day 2.
Pain and Gain.
That's my bad.
But yeah, it was fine. Again, super fine. 3 out of 5. It's not going to blow your mind, but you're not going to be upset that you watched it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. We'll move on anyway, because I wanted to do a discussion this week because there's been no major reviews. So I think, you know, we're into the back end of the year now. We've still got a lot of great releases to come. So many in the back end of the year. But we've had quite a lot of good films already. So I wanted to go over some of our favorite performances of the year so far. You don't have to give me a ranking. You don't have to give me a list. Nothing at all. It's basically a discussion going over kind of the first ones that come to your head in terms of your favorite performances. Cameron, I'm going to go over to you first. I'm not going to go over to Cameron first.
No, that's fine. I didn't want to get put on the spot, but that's fine.
Well, you don't have to think of rankings. Just like the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. 2023 for me has been like a year of good movies, a couple great ones here and there, but like
it's really the back end of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, is where I expected to get a lot of good performances. So obviously, shout out Robert Downey Jr. as Strauss. In Oppenheimer. That's probably my favorite performance to overall this year. What I believe to be the best supporting performance. Yeah, that's my number one. Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer as well. That's probably my lead actor nom right now, and my favorite performance for lead actor. I'll have to look up her name real quick. Past lives actress. Greta Lee. Yeah, Greta Lee. Thank you. Probably my favorite lead actress performance. And supporting actress, maybe Viola Davis in Air, just off the top of my head. I liked her a lot. I don't know if she's like my number one, but I don't know really a whole lot of supporting actress roles that I've been. Oh, Emily Blunt was really great in Oppenheimer. So Oppenheimer's just kind of tearing that up. It's hard when my favorite movie of the year is Into the Spider-Verse, which is animated. So, you're not going to get any acting noms for that or anything, but While I do think those voice performances are great, they're not going to get any acting nods or anything. Guardians 3, Chris Pratt did well, and Zoe Saldana did well, but I'm not going to, Bradley Cooper did well. I'm not going to throw them out, but, they did well, I think. But whatever you guys think, I'm sure is probably similar to me.
I'm throwing in a wild card for supporting actress.
Can I guess? Please let me guess.
Guess.
Is it Alyssa Sutherland?
It is Alyssa Sutherland, yeah.
Say,
I am still there. Listen, there is no shot she gets nominated, but I am still pulling for her. She is still my number one pick for supporting actress.
Really
she was so goddamn good. And a wild card for best actress, again, never gonna happen. But Sophia Wilde, the main actress in Talk to Me.
She's got another film coming on with Netflix in like a month.
Yeah, she's got another film coming out. But yeah, I thought she was really, really solid in that movie. Obviously had to be because she was in every single goddamn scene. So she kind of like carried that movie
like
for
a
me.
second film or something as well, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Really good. Not going to shout him out given what he's done, but he was pretty good in that one boxing movie. Dave Bautista, we'll throw him in there. Dave Bautista, I'll throw him in there and knock at the cabin.
For what film? Okay.
Knock at the cabin.
No, for Guardians 3. Doing crazy as tracks.
No. Oh, that's jokes.
Yeah, I was going to say Bautista. He was really good at Knock at the Cabin, though. He was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
I was really impressed by his... Because he wants to step out of that role of just being the side funny character, doesn't he? And I think he's good. I think he's a really good actor.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I think he... It was a quirky enough like character that like he could still pull off being like a little more dramatic, but he's like doing drama in like a very, campy, quirky kind of way, which I think fits his like acting prowess, I guess, just because he's been so accustomed to playing like Drax for the last.
It's like a very charismatic guy. Isn't he?
Yeah. Surprised none of us have mentioned Joaquin Phoenix and Beau is Afraid.
That's my number one.
Yeah,
along with. Cillian Murphy, I think for like lead actor, it would be Joaquin Phoenix with Beau is Afraid. I didn't love the film, admittedly,
but
I think he was phenomenal. He was so good.
Yeah, he's my number 2 in my best actor rank, and I really think the reason I have him as number 2 instead of number 1 to Cillian Murphy is because of how much more I liked Oppenheimer over Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, it makes sense because if you like a film, you're gonna tend to go that way, aren't you?
Yeah,
probably the same with me actually. To be fair,
and then I feel like one everyone's talking about like Ryan Gosling getting that supporting actor performance. I'd like to see America Ferrera get that supporting actress nomination. I think she was fantastic, and then especially obviously that final like 5-6 minute monologue she gave. That seems like a Oscar-worthy moment.
I did miss. I don't know if Tyler's going to mention her, but I do think Margot can at least get a nom for Best Actress for Barbie. I think she did really well, but I don't know if. Again, I don't think we've had a ton of like performances this year, unless I'm missing something. I know Tyler's seen 1.5 billion.
I think my lead actress right now would probably be Scarlett Johansson for Asteroid City for me. I really
good. I just watched that, by the way.
I saw you watched it. You liked it.
Yeah.
See, George, Cam's one of us. You are on your own with this one. Although
it's okay.
It's fair enough because I didn't really like French Dispatch. I get it.
I mean, no one liked French Dispatch except me.
Actually, wrong, because when I put it on my thing the other day saying I was disappointed about it, people were saying like it's his best film. It's like a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Tarantino.
Listen,
do you know what I mean? It's
like those people are correct. It is Wes's best film.
Let's calm down. But yeah, I think Scarlett Johansson was really good. Like just as a comedic performance, I'm not saying I'm not doing like Oscars. It's kind of like my favorite. I really liked the film. I really liked Chris Pine in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, he was good.
It was different because I think he was really funny, and I think he had this really good elements of timing. I thought his delivery was great, and I just really, really liked his role.
It's one of those performances where it's like it's nothing that's gonna blow you away, but he was just so perfect for that character.
Exactly, perfect cast. I was surprised by how funny he was. I think 'cause I haven't seen him in that many comedic roles, and then also one of my picks for, like best supporting actress, I guess, would be again similar to Beau is Afraid. Didn't love the film, but Mia Goth for Infinity Pool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was so good. But again. Like George said, Alyssa Sutherland, we're not going to expect her to get nominations by any means because Pearl, for example, perfect example from last year. It just doesn't really happen when it comes to weird horror, especially like Cronenberg. Tyler, if you want to give you a few of yours.
Yeah, you guys have touched on a lot of them. Obviously not going to spend time harping on the Oppenheimer cast. Like 15 performances in that were amongst my favorites of the year. Past Lives, yeah, I think everyone, Greta Lee, John Magaro the Cuck, and what's the name of her Korean guy? Past Lives. Okay. John Magaro's been like in a couple movies this year. So he's been in Past Lives. He's been in Showing Up. He's in so many like A24 dramas. It's just like a random side character. He usually does quite well. So shout out to him. Asteroid City, really liked all the performances in that. I don't know who the strongest was. I think probably Scarlett Johansson. But
Jason Schwartzman, obviously from every like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel
I
like
like that kid a lot. Similar. I don't know his name, but I like the kid.
What was his name? Yeah,
Jason Schwartzman Jr.
What was his name? Oh, fucking hell.
Let's see. Asteroid City cast. We'll give him a shout. He's probably like actually like 20, even though I think he's a kid. Jake Ryan. Wow, I was expecting a more distinct name than that, sir. Dude, Jake Ryan.
He is so far down.
He is quite literally 20.
I can't find him. I'm like, look at him.
He is quite literally 20.
He's also the main character.
Yeah, he's like 90%. Or he's like 9 people down, basically.
Jake Ryan is such a Disney Channel ass name.
Yeah.
He was in Uncut Gems. I don't remember him in Uncut Gems.
I knew it. That's why Jake Ryan was the name of that blonde like pop star in Hannah Montana who like Hannah Montana had an on and off relationship with.
Yeah.
Jake from Hannah Montana was Jake Ryan. I knew that was a familiar Disney Channel.
This guy was in Uncut Gems when? Was he
probably like his son or something?
He's probably just a kid, yeah, like hanging out in there. Hi, bud.
But yeah, Fair Play is coming out on Netflix next month. That's Phoebe Dynevor and Alden Ehrenreich. I thought were great in that. Still really love Rachel McAdams and Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
I need to watch that. I actually really need to watch that. It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite a big fan of that movie. 1001, I think, is a really slept-on movie from this year. Tiana Taylor as main actress, I think, is one of the best performances of the year. Glenn Howerton and Blackberry, very funny performance while also being quite serious. Like I think he does quite well in that, which I thought, I don't know, support like in terms of like Oscars, which I know we're just talking about acting performances in general, but I'm always confused like on the fine line between main and supporting actor because like Blackberry's one that everyone's like, oh, he's like a lock for supporting actor, but like I watched the movie, I was like, okay, I guess like I don't know, you kind of seem like the main
choose it and like choose what to run.
I think so because I was like I felt like he felt like the main character to me, but I guess if everyone's saying he's supporting, I guess
I don't get it. Yeah,
they can kind of choose
because
like George saying with Alyssa Sutherland, like I wouldn't be shocked in a world where I'd say like she's like the main actress of Evil Dead Rise, you know, like where that's hard to kind of pick if she's like main or supporting. But I guess like.
With Alyssa Sutherland, she's like the kind of, I guess, antagonist in a way. So I think she works as secondary. But the lines are weird because I feel like a lot of the time I think they're going to be supporting, yet they're leading and stuff like that. I don't really understand it. It's kind of a weird one for me, to be honest.
It's like very political, I think, is all that matters for how they choose. But
which is just the Oscars in general.
Yeah. Polite Society. Don't think I have anything from that. I'm just going through like my top movies of the year. So
the Indian action film.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a lot of fun.
Most people did. I want to watch that actually. Yeah.
But yeah, most people who saw it did. But the movie made like $3. Sanctuary, both Christopher Abbott and Margaret Qualley. Both of them were great in that. And that's one of those movies where it's literally just them two in a room the whole time. So like, in order for that movie to be anything decent, they need to have strong performances. Seth, you watched How to Blow Up a Pipeline. I think
I was just about to say that.
Ariella Barrera, the main actress in that, I think did great. Yeah, but they all did quite good. But I think she was kind of the one who carried in terms of like the performance on her back.
I think they were all like really good. But yeah, she was definitely a standout because I didn't look at it because it's down as like Cam said, 2022 because of the film festival.
Yep.
Yeah, she was great. She was really good. I really liked that film actually.
Yeah, I think that's basically all the big ones. I'm trying to see if I'm
he who shall not be named. Wasn't he good in
don't say
whatever that workout movie is, Tyler?
Magazine Dreams.
The bodybuilding one. Yeah.
That was supposed to come out like Christmas, and I don't know if they're gonna move that or what. But yeah, I know they were banking on that for like that was like the Searchlight Pictures like awards movie of the year. But with all that came out, I don't know how that's gonna end up faring for them. David Harbour and Gran Turismo.
Stop.
I'm kidding. I just wanted to make sure everyone at home is awake and paying attention.
He
wasn't horrible.
No,
he wasn't horrible.
No, he was not bad.
He was the best part of the movie.
He was easily the best part of the movie. He's way too good to be taking those roles. He's got to pick it up a little bit.
Just to give some shouts to some non-Oscar people, like I genuinely really enjoyed Jason Momoa in Fast X. Like he was like a shining light of that movie.
He just had a good time with. He was the only thing I enjoyed in that film.
Crap! What's his name? Is it Mike Couture from Plane?
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the first releases of the year. He was just
that.
He was just a
that
fun
this year?
action role.
No, that was this year. That was early on in the year.
Was that like the first film to come out of the year, like the first major release?
Yeah, it was like a January 10th release or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I think I know going back to Knock at the Cabin like Batista, you know the Ben Aldridge, the guy with the mustache in the couple.
Yeah.
I think he was probably the best in that film for me. I think he was really good.
Yeah, if people like that performance, Ben Aldridge, watch a Spoiler Alert, came out end of last year with Ben Aldridge and Jim Parsons. It's similar to The Big Sick. It's a movie that's like a romance that'll make you want to blow your brains out when you finish watching it because it's so sad.
That sounds great. I don't really have any more. I don't think. Anybody else?
We missed Willem Dafoe in Inside. I feel like
I still haven't seen that shit. I kind of want
Really?
to watch it, but I also kind of don't at the same time.
It's the same
I don't
thing
really
with
know.
Beau. Like for me, with Beau is Afraid. I think if those two films were like better received by critics, Willem Dafoe and Joaquin Phoenix would be such a lock for Best Actor nomination.
Has Willem Dafoe ever won an Oscar?
He's never won.
Wait,
He's won?
Yes.
No, he's been nominated like 4 times. I don't think he's ever won.
I'm surprised he's never won. He's had so many fucking amazing roles.
Yeah, he's never won. Yeah, correct. He's been nominated for 4 though.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
We should give a shout out to Marshawn Lynch and Bottoms. Haven't
I didn't
actually
see that yet.
I haven't seen it yet. But I assume Marshawn's just great. He's got to be. It's Marshawn.
Is he actually like a main character in the film?
I
don't know.
I think he's like a gym teacher at the school.
Yeah.
Trace Lysette from Monica, and like no one saw that movie, but she could get some award buzz.
Have you guys seen The Pale Blue Eye?
Was that this
Yeah.
year? No,
I
because
think
that was
we
last
all
year.
have. No, that was this year.
that was-
That's
that was-
definitely.
It was in cinema. Well,
that
in
was the
cinemas
first
for us.
release.
That was the first movie I
Did
It
you not
was.
get a theatrical release for it?
No.
No,
Oh, so it was in cinemas for us at the start
like
of
Christmas
December.
or something.
Yeah, it
just
just
started,
dropped
yeah.
on.
But I still
but,
think it's in the 2023. I always go my years just based on the Oscars pool.
Yeah,
That's
what I got.
the way I've
Would
decided.
that- so
It's
that would
the
count
Oscar
as-
round.
That's
That was count as
exactly what I got.
2023.
Yeah,
that's
that was like our
2023.
first review of the year, I think. Actually,
Is
Yeah.
it not? Does it matter if it? Wait, actually, it's not a British production, is it? I don't actually know.
Let's see.
Because I would have thought, I don't know if that makes a difference. You know, if it's a British production that comes out in December, I don't know if it counts for.
It says country of origin USA.
It probably is. If it's US, I guess it would be the US release date, would it not? So it'd be this year.
Yeah, I guess.
shout
That's
out one person I forgot. Shout out John Boyega and They Clone Tyrone. He's very good. I don't know if we ever talked about that.
No, I want to
I
watch that.
enjoyed it.
Actually,
Yeah, I haven't seen that
but-
yet.
is the one with Jamie Foxx in as well, like the
Yeah.
Netflix one.
Yeah, and also I don't know if it's low hanging fruit if he gets to play like 6 different characters because like They Clone Tyrone kind of gives it away that he plays multiple different characters. I don't know if that's low hanging fruit to get like my approval for good acting performance, but I think he does very well.
Makes it easy to show off their range. Like
Yeah,
I mean, okay, James McAvoy
Yeah,
Split
James
is
McAvoy.
great, but if any competent actor gets a role like that, you're gonna be blown away by the performance probably because they
James
show so much
McAvoy
range.
is very, very good though.
Yeah, he is. But like Joaquin Phoenix probably would have smashed that. You know, any of the strong actors today probably like it's just because when you show off 23 different personalities, like any great actor you see do that, you're gonna be like, wow, you have so much range.
Yeah.
shout out Ana de Armas and Ghosted.
Stop.
Worst of the year.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through my list and see if I'm missing.
I haven't
anything.
seen
I mean,
enough.
there's some other
Yeah.
things I could give
I don't
shouts
think-
to.
Taron
But-
Egerton in Tetris. I'll give him a shout.
Oh, was that
out.
this year? I haven't seen
That's a movie I completely forgot.
Yeah, I completely
existed.
forgot. I forgot about half these movies until I just like looked back.
these
on my
streaming
ranking.
films. Yeah, maybe like I liked Haley Atwell in
Mission
Dead
Impossible?
Reckoning.
Yeah,
I liked
she was great.
I
She was
liked
great.
what's her name? What's her name? The one in Guardians, Pom, the French one.
Palm Clementif.
Clementif.
Yeah, I liked her in Mission Impossible, even though she said
She was
like
very
what,
good too.
2 fucking words. I
She
just
was
really
fine.
liked her.
Jamie Lynn Spears and Zoe 102.
Great.
Shout out her.
Shout out. Nicolas Cage in Renfield. What we saying? Maybe.
Aquafina and Renfield.
Aquafina in Little Mermaid. Best song. On that note, I think we'll move on from there. But let us know what your favorite performances of the year are so far. But I think, like we said before, there's so many that we expect to be really good. So Joaquin Phoenix and Napoleon, Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro and Lily Gladstone in Kills the Flower Moon, Adam Driver in Ferrari. Go on, George.
What are your favorite voice acting performances of the year?
Oh shit, man.
Because I was gonna segue into, I don't know if I ever got your guys' thoughts on Chris Pratt as Mario. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, did you guys like that?
I didn't.
I liked it more than your
love it.
performance than your pronunciation of Mario.
It is Mario. That's exactly what it is.
Mario.
Well done, George.
Oh, Mario.
Mario.
I mean, that's how he literally says it. So yeah, I'm gonna call him Mario. He just said it in the voice he says it.
Wait, I've only seen 2 animated films this year. No, 3. Elemental, Mario, and
Did you not see Suzume?
Have you still not seen Suzumi?
No, I haven't. I do actually really need to watch that though. Yeah.
My brother in Christ,
I'll have to wait for it to
watch
get out.
Suzumi. I think that would be in your top 2 of the year.
I don't
Really?
know.
I
Top
don't
2?
know. I don't know. It's a
That's
good ass
high.
movie.
Other than Guardians, I don't really see any like voice acting that's jumping out. Like,
Oh, no.
Elemental was a fine movie, but the
I liked,
voice acting, I don't know.
Oscar Isaac a lot in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
I thought he was
Yep.
brilliant. I
Yep.
really enjoyed
Yeah.
him. He'd be like my standout from Across the Spider-Verse, I think, which is like the standout animated film of the year, really. Let's be honest. So I think he'd be my standout. I think they were all pretty good in that, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy all of
Yeah,
those.
I take that back. Guardians of the Galaxy and Across the Spider-Verse both had great voice acting, but like Elemental, like I didn't really get anything from it. It was a fine
blew
movie.
me away. But like Jason Schwartzman as the Spot was fucking
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
jokes, man. And
Yeah,
even
he's
Jake
fine.
Johnson. I love Jake Johnson as Peter Parker.
I think they just like not only just the film, but they get the casting so right in terms of the voice
Yeah.
acting. They're all, you know, I mean, you can't really point out much of a weakness in the voice actors within that because they're just all really capable and good at their job. But if I had to say one, I would say Oscar Isaac. I think his Miguel was like really good. Cam,
Yeah.
favorite voice acting performance of the year?
I was not listening. Sorry. Okay. Favorite voice acting? Probably Bradley Cooper as Rocket. That'd be my number 1.
Yeah, same
that's
here.
fair.
Same here.
That's fair. Oh shit, would it be the same for you? Oh, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll move on from there. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more great performances, I think, coming out the rest of the year that we're excited for. There's a lot of great films coming out the rest of the year as well. We'll move on to some trailers. We had.
I didn't hear if she got shouted out. So Haley Steinfeld in Across the Spider-Verse, I also thought was great.
I said Oscar Isaac. I think he's my favorite in Across. But we got a lot of trailers this week, and like we don't have to go over all of these because some of them I'm not even that interested in, but I thought it was worth noting down. So Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. Do you know what? It doesn't actually look that bad. Like
It does.
I don't think it looks that bad. I
cannot believe how many people tweeted this doesn't look that bad.
You have such a stupid Addison Rae hate. It does not look
genuinely cannot. Okay,
you're too biased.
I'm biased. You hate horror movie.
Oh goodness, what's happening?
What's that?
You're good.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'm so confused. Then.
Yeah, Cam's the one here preaching that horror movies are a no go, a boo boo, and the one that stars Addison Rae, he happens to be defending.
I'll defend.
I defend a lot of horror movies when they're good.
To be fair, though,
I'm saying this doesn't look that bad.
George's defense.
It also was like a 40-second teaser. So we can't be all the way out on it already.
I've been out since the casting.
Have you guys watched any of Eli Roth's films? Because
I didn't know he did.
They're all. He did
I
Knock
didn't know
Knock.
he did Knock Knock. Yeah, I didn't know he did.
They're
Knock
awful.
Knock. One of the worst movies
Literally,
ever.
like some of his, all of his films I've seen are awful. So actually, George, I was thinking about it. It's probably going to be terrible. Let's be honest.
I mean, even with that though, this movie's already a lock to not be Addison Rae's worst movie. Like, it's already locked that in before.
What was
it's
that
even
other film
released.
that she did? Was it like
She's All That?
She's All That.
He's
Is there a
All That.
He's All That? That's like
Yeah, that's like the what
Early
She's All That was kind of
2000s
like.
one.
No, Addison Rae is in He's All That.
Well, She's All. Is that the old?
So She's All That was original.
The original is She's All That.
Throwing me off.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I will say, me and Emma are like tearing through Grey's Anatomy right now. Shout out Patrick Dempsey. Just want to get
That's
that
a
out.
good-looking man right there.
That is a good one.
Still
Grey's
good.
Anatomy is great through the first like 12 seasons.
Bro, but do you know what's crazy? That
12 seasons. It's like
no.
Criminal Minds.
I bring
It's
this up.
Criminal Minds.
I bring this up every single time someone mentions Grey's Anatomy's like long running. the most recent seasons, in terms of like critics and audience scores, are so much higher than the early seasons. It's absurd.
You have to get there. Though,
That's stupid.
It's
That's
You have
nuts.
to get there. You have to get to past the first 28 seasons.
But then
No,
you,
it's only 19. Relax.
Oh, Criminal Minds. Anna watches. Has watched. I'm sure
That's
Criminal
only
Minds
like
is
14, right?
or it might be. You know the other detective one. There's like loads of them in there. They got like so many seasons.
24.
Yeah. Wait, no. Is that a detective film? I don't even know what 24 is.
Emma said Criminal Minds is 15, but they just had a new season. She watches all that.
I mean, let's not act like 16 seasons isn't a lot.
Criminal
Anyway,
Minds
let's be fair.
Evolution.
There's
We
gotta
also
be
got,
caps on seasons. Like no
Yeah, it's
TV
crazy.
show should be able to exceed like 7
and
seasons.
they
Well,
have like
my
12
thought is-
episodes of an hour.
I don't think Shonda Rhimes is still in the. There's no way she's still doing anything with. Not. Oh, really? She's not doing anything with Grey's Anatomy anymore. But also, I think their idea is just like what we're gonna make. The network idea is like we're gonna make a hospital drama anyways. Why not just use these characters all the time that people already know? Like we don't. They've done so many creative choices just to get characters off, or like characters want to leave and they just like shove them out of screen. Basically, they're just they're making the same show with like just different characters, and they keep the name for the IP at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what they all do. We got the first trailer, first really official trailer for The Boy and the Heron, Miyazaki's not final film, as we found out yesterday. It wasn't going to be his final. Now he said he's coming back. It looks really looks Miyazaki to a T. I think the creative world, about a boy finding a fancy land who's lonely in isolation. George, did you get a chance to watch this? I feel like you'll probably be the most excited with me here.
Yes, it was one of those trailers. I watched it, and then like after I watched it, I was like, "Fuck! I really wish I like recorded my reaction because I would have loved to put this on TikTok."
Yeah.
But I had already watched it. Yeah, like you said, this looks like Miyazaki to a T. He has such like particular care for like these worlds that he builds and these characters that he wants to tell stories on. It's everything feels very personal with him. Everything feels very intimate. I don't know if you've like listened to any Miyazaki interviews.
Yeah,
but he's very into taking
The Letterboxd interview.
no. Wait, did he do a Letterboxd interview?
That was Park Chan-wook.
Oh, was that Park Chan-wook? Okay,
Oh.
my bad. That was a bad interview, though.
I was
My
going to
bad.
say, I missed
That's
the
on me.
Miyazaki interview.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
on me.
he's very open. It's very similar to like Makoto Shinkai, where they take like events from their past and they kind of give it like a little fantasy twist to make it a little bit more epic. And I think that just makes for some great storytelling, some very intimate and personal storytelling. But yeah, I'm really excited. Short teaser, nothing we can really, dissect. But yeah, really, really excited for this one.
It will probably be very good. I think.
Wasn't this movie supposed to not get any like promotion at all? And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
what
it did overseas.
That's what I heard like 2 months ago. Like 2 months ago, I could have sworn I saw like Discussing Films drop a tweet where it was like The Boy and the Heron. There will be no trailers. There will be no clips. There will be no early.
Well, that was true for its actual release. Like in
because it released in Japan.
It's not
and
released
then
in the US.
It's
yet,
been in Japan for like I think 2 months, just under.
Oh, that's a little.
I think that's kind of why. But yeah, I mean, what was his last film, George? Was it The Wind Rises, or was there one after that? No, The Wind Rises was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. When was Howl's Moving Castle? Was that?
No.
latest?
That's like ages. That's like 2000.
Hold on. Let's see.
So The Wind Rises was 2013. So I can't name what he's done since then. To be honest,
I'm pulling it up right now.
Tarantino's for sure gonna do the same thing Miyazaki's doing, where he's like, "It's my last movie, guys, come
And then
see
just-
it." And then like the movie release, he's like, "Just kidding."
But to be fair, Tarantino has been saying it since like day one, whereas Miyazaki was like a decision. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like a set amount of films.
Yeah,
So I think it'd be even weirder. It was his last film, George.
It was The Wind Rises in 2013.
10 years, and that was a fucking great.
Yeah,
film,
and
by
then
the way.
2018 he dropped a 14-minute short.
Short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
First film in 10 years, a huge thing. I'm hopefully going to get tickets to see it at the London Film Festival next month. Hopefully, anyway, if I can. I think it'd be very fucking hard to do so. The next trailer we got for The Bike Riders, which is a film that I saw Tyler speak about, particularly about Jodie Comer's accent. So I like this trailer. I think it's fine. I think it's decent. I think the cast is very exciting. You've got Austin Butler, you've got Jodie Comer, who I do really like in the roles I've seen her in, like The Last Duel and Help, etc. Who else was in it now? Remind me.
Austin Butler,
Butler.
Tom Hardy.
Was Michael Shannon in it as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Shannon in it as well, yeah. And I think I like the look of this film, but I know that a few people did have an issue with like some of the accents. I know that you did, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Jodie Comer's accent was pretty silly, but everyone said Tom Hardy's, but Tom Hardy, that's just like his voice to me. Like, that's just what he always sounds like to me. His like Muppety voice, Kermit the Frog. Like, I mean, like the dude's like, there's like a reason like two of his biggest movies are ones where he just doesn't talk. Like Bane and Matt. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, he sounds just like he does in Venom, just like he does in that one movie where there's two of him where he plays like twin brother gangsters. I can't remember.
He also like rarely talks in Warrior.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
he's like a mute in Warrior, actually.
I mean, that's literally like there's a reason. Like, he has a weird voice. Like, it's just him. Whereas Jodie Comer's accent, I think, is weird. Jodie Comer's a great actress, though, but like, I just think her accent's a little silly. The movie looks good. Like, I'm excited. Like, Austin Butler looks so natural in like that setting. Just like,
it does.
yeah, but looks like a Goodfellas, which when I said like it just looks like another Goodfellas, I wasn't saying that in a derogatory way. Like, a lot of movies are influenced by a lot of other movies. I'm just saying that's what it looks like, is like a Goodfellas type movie. Kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a big like, oh, you have to cast people from that place, but it's kind of weird to make like a 50s gritty Chicago movie and have just a bunch of British people playing it. It's just kind of like like now that everyone's critiquing the accents, it's like you kind of set yourself up for this by like if you're gonna try to make like a gangster Chicago movie, why are you hiring a bunch of people from like England to come and try and do like these old timey accents? I don't know. It just kind of looked weird in the trailer, but the movie itself, the look and feel of it, like, I'm excited for it, but we'll see. I know it's gotten like mixed ish reviews from its release, but yeah, I'm excited for it. I think Austin Butler just looks like a role he's meant for.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to it. We also got one. I'll let you boys talk about this. I don't know if this has been the first trailer. I think it is for The Boys Gen V. I think it was.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on this? I have no idea. I don't.
Just brutal sky high.
Yeah, it looks bloody.
Is this a sequel?
It's gonna be The Boys. It's gonna be The Boys again, and
it's a spin-off. Yeah.
Oh, it's, okay, I didn't know if it was the same characters. Just
I'm pretty sure it takes place on the same timeline. That I could be wrong about, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same timeline. Like, it's working in parallel with The Boys, and it's basically just about it's sky high. Basically, it's a bunch of, I guess, super teenage college kids going to school, to find themselves and find their powers. But yeah, the look and feel of it is pretty much The Boys.
That sounds like a genius plot, though, because The Boys is obviously a show people love, and Sky High is a movie that's not great, but so many people look fondly back on. So to capitalize on the nostalgia,
especially people our generation,
right? So to capitalize on people's nostalgia, mix it with The Boys.
Yeah,
smart move.
Genius. Yeah, genius. They should like market it like they should. They should have, like, just knowing, like, the Boys universe and, like, how, like, I don't give a fuck they are. They should have done something with the title of that show for, like, Sky High.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Spy Kids the reboot. No one cares. Okay.
All I want to say about this is, like, last week, Zach Levi was like, "Yeah, Hollywood makes a lot of shit movies, man. Everyone's
now
he's
in
movies."
a Spy Kids reboot.
He's extremely white. I don't know.
Wait, there was Spy Kids reboot.
There was definitely a Spy Kids reboot after, like, there was Spy one Kids after 4. Spy Kids 3D.
Spy Kids 4. Was there a fifth one as well, or is this the fifth one?
I think this is the fifth.
Yeah, Spy Kids Armageddon. Oh no, that's the one coming out. Hold on, that's the one coming out now. Spy Kids All the Time in the World.
Yeah, that's it.
I've never heard of that.
It's a really bad movie.
Yeah, that's one of Cam's half stars. It's got a 1.6.
Did we? So we didn't guess.
I think I watched that. Like, no, probably not. Did not guess that. I think that is like something I watched maybe like junior year of college, just like when I was like probably drunk or something. I don't know. Bad movie.
The rest of them, there's nothing like major. I think, me and Cam might be excited. Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget.
Chicken Run is good, man.
Chicken Run's really good. I know, George, you haven't seen Chicken Run, have you? Because someone mentioned it.
I haven't either.
Oh, have you not? Chicken Run's
good. Good movie, man.
Like, Chicken Run is genuinely good. I'm looking forward to this. Pain Hustlers, which is a new release. Again, I don't think we really care about. The Exorcist Believer. George, I did want to get your thoughts on this. Did you watch the trailer for the new Exorcist film?
Yes.
There's been two of them.
There's been two. Yeah, there's been two. So the first trailer that came out, I saw in theaters before one of my Oppenheimer screenings for the first time, and like the entire time I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, wait a second. I was like, hold on. are we doing an like? You're really gonna try a reboot or like soft sequel, like one of the greatest, most iconic horror movies?
That's what they do with every film.
I know, but like doing it for The Exorcist, it was so off-putting. I was like, I feel like I would have heard about this a long time ago. Like it was weird that I hadn't heard about an Exorcist sequel or reboot until I saw that trailer in theaters. Yeah. I think it looks like super fine. There's nothing about the trailer that's like really. I feel like at this point we're so overdone with like the possession stuff that like it just there's not a lot you can do that's going to separate yourself from the pack and like make you stand out. But no, I'm very intrigued. The start of the trailer made this seem like it was going to be like a Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners type thing. I didn't even know it was like a Exorcist trailer until like we get to the back end of the trailer. So it's interesting vibes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to watch it. I'm not particularly excited for it. The trailers didn't really do much for me. I think it was the first trailer where like at the end of the trailer, they do like the black and white like screenshots and like they.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
That doesn't work anymore. Like
this is like when you said, you know, that Thanksgiving when you said you'd seen people on Twitter like say, you know, this doesn't look that bad. This looks pretty good, whatever. I've been seeing this a lot with this, and I'll be honest, I think this will be really bad. I really get that vibe. I think it looks
that
messy.
horror technique just does not work anymore. Like
it looks like everything we've seen before.
It comes off as like cheesy and corny when like they're trying to like imitate the original Exorcist, but like it's 2023. Like,
and the thing is, you know, even if you had like a director on this now who is like renowned in horror,
well,
who's directing it? I can't remember, but let's say, okay, so for example, say if you had like Eggers or Jordan Peele on it, whatever, it still would be an Exorcist remake to the point where it just wouldn't feel the same anymore because the Exorcist is kind of past that era now. We're past the era of possession sort of films in my eyes, other than Talk to Me, of course, which was a unique take on it. And I just think, I don't know, man. I have like not much hope in this being great. Obviously, I'll probably go and watch it just for the sake of it. But I don't know. I'm not keen on it either way. Tyler, did you say the same?
So this is going to be directed by David Gordon Green.
Oh shit! Yeah, the Halloween guy.
Yeah, he did the latest Halloween trilogy.
So, I mean, Halloween 2018 was okay.
Halloween 2018, fine.
And then
Kills and Ends,
not so fine.
Some doo doo.
All he wants is just to reboot like horror franchises, it seems. But also, this movie definitely doesn't believe in itself. So the Exorcist non-believer, because they did move their release date up a week. Shout out Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. So
they moved their release date up so they didn't have to compete with the Taylor Swift Eras tour, which, by the way, I bought 4 tickets for $100.
Really?
Yeah, they're for my wife and their friends, obviously, but I would have gone if I got the invite. I didn't get the invite, so that was a little hurtful. I'm going to be honest.
I'll give my thoughts on the Exorcist trailer, but on the Taylor Swift thing, like I think it was so funny when I saw the tweets of being like, this is granted like eligibility from like SAG and WGA to be able to like promote themselves. I was like, did we ever for a second think like there was like a someone in the Screen Actors Guild writing this tour or like that Taylor Swift? I guess Taylor Swift's been in movies, so maybe she was SAG, but like I don't think anyone at first second thought like this movie shouldn't be allowed to be promoted because of the strike. It's like it's literally just like a concert. Like what are we doing here?
What is it? Is it what is the film?
It's just a recording of her concert. It's basically like Hamilton.
What's the
like,
point? I don't
on
like,
Disney Plus.
A lot of, I mean, honestly, like a lot of concerts do that. Like I've seen like Odessa. I haven't seen them in theaters, but like they've done them recently at my local theaters. And like when I go to look at like buying tickets, they're pretty full. So like even for non-Taylor Swift, like a lot of people do it. Like I don't know, a lot of people just don't like going to concerts, whether it's like claustrophobia or cost prohibitive or
Emma said the point is to make it more accessible to those that did not get tickets to the actual concert.
For Taylor Swift, it makes sense because that was hard as hell to get those tickets. But The Exorcist Believer, I'm with you, Seth. Like I saw this in theaters, both trailers, and I thought it looked really bad. I thought it looked like a lot of stuff we've already seen before, just mishmashed together for a movie, which is just like to a T what the worst part about legacy reboots is when it's just like, oh, they're just not going to do anything new here. But yeah, like George said, I saw the first trailer before an Oppenheimer screening, and it was the last one right before the movie started. And right when the trailer ended, everyone was talking so loud. It was like basically a sold out show, and basically every trailer would end, and it'd be silent like normal. That trailer ended, and everyone basically immediately in unison was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like everyone started talking to people around them like, "What the hell is this shit?" And it was like it carried on to like the first opening raindrop scene of Oppenheimer, but it was like that trailer just took so many people by surprise with like, "What the hell is this?"
And then the
shit,
noise hit in Oppenheimer 2 minutes in, everyone's like, "Shit."
yeah, but movie looks bad, man. Like that movie looks real shit.
Did you guys ever watch Pineapple Express?
Yeah, he did that too.
He did that. What the fuck?
Crazy.
I didn't know that. I love that side. It feels great.
Yeah,
I really,
that's
really
that's like a fucking like a Todd Phillips filmography. He did.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
all over the place. Weird.
Yeah, like what are we doing? The body and the blood. The body and the blood. Stupid ass trailer.
And final trailer. I'll let Cam cover this one because I've got no idea. Again, Loki season 2.
I mean, like,
dude,
I'm fighting for my life here on these Disney Plus shows, but Loki is the best one. Loki season 2, I'm hopeful for. I'll continue fighting for my life.
I'll fight this one for you. I really liked season 1.
Boo, he who will not be named is in I think 4 out of 6 episodes or something, which again makes sense because they recorded it way before.
Was he in the first season? Is that how he got introduced?
Yeah. He was in the last episode. He was like the looming threat of the first season. And fucking hell, that first season's great in my opinion.
That's good.
Is it your favorite Marvel show?
That's the only one that I genuinely think is good, and my ratings are probably way off.
And what if?
No,
WandaVision
at the bottom. WandaVision's good until the end, I think. But the end, I give them a pass because they did get hit with COVID, and they just pushed that shit. They said they got through 7 episodes, and then the looming threat of COVID was coming, and so they just pushed out the last 2 episodes basically, filming wise. They changed a lot of the story in WandaVision and all that to make it more just actiony, so it struggles at the end. But
have you guys seen that new McDonald's commercial?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're pushing McDonald's with this.
But no. I don't know if there's a McDonald's commercial that's just with Loki, but I also saw a McDonald's commercial where they clip a bunch of movie and TV show scenes together where they mention McDonald's, and then it ends with the Loki segment.
Yeah.
And it was the best commercial I've ever seen.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna say it's not. Give me 1 second. You can play it. I'll be right back.
Hold on.
Go Loki though.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Loki season 1 was good. I prefer WandaVision, so it was my favorite MCU show, but Loki season 1 is right up there for me.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it eventually.
They're one of the What If episodes they revealed, because they revealed all the titles of them. It's what if Wanda liked musicals instead of classic TV? So I think it's gonna be a WandaVision episode where it's a musical instead of a classic television episode. But I've never been a huge fan of What If. I know George loves it, but
is that MCU or is that just Marvel? I don't.
It's MCU.
What If is tricky. It's weird how it's I don't think it's technically in the MC, because it's just alternate realities. So I don't know. It's weird.
Is it under the MCU's banner though? Is it within the phase?
I don't know if it technically is, George. Do you know? I don't know if What If considered MCU.
I'm pretty sure it's canon because that.
George, you might say again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went a bit quiet for a second.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's a part of the timeline. It's different multiverses, and then
Sure,
that
gotcha.
dude at the end, the Watcher, he's the one that looks over all the. I don't know. Cam would be way better suited to answer this.
Hey, we'll ask him.
Do we want to watch this commercial real quick?
We're watching the commercial.
Yeah, it's a minute long. It's really good.
Can we get copyrighted for that?
Probably, honestly.
All right,
just stick it a whole film. Let's watch a film.
I'll just text it to you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll watch it later.
You guys can watch on your own time.
Yeah.
There was also a trailer for Godzilla -1. We don't have to touch on this, but I think this looks really cool.
Yeah.
Is that a live action thing?
Yeah.
I missed the trailer.
It looks. I think it looks really cool.
Looks really solid.
Very, very excited.
Do you guys know how? Okay, don't Google this. Let me fact check myself. Hold on. The question is, how many Godzilla movies do you think we've had?
So is this including everyone ever?
Every Godzilla film ever.
Okay, so I've seen 5, but I know there's more than that. I would say
maybe it's not that ridiculous of a number, but it's.
I would say 13.
13.
I guess 11.
11. Okay, 38.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that including all live action?
All it's any movie in the Godzilla franchise, which is basically like James Bond. So any movie that uses the Godzilla IP.
38.
38.
Jeez, I thought 13 might have been a bit,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's starting in 1954.
which is a really good one. We'll move on though. We've been through the trailers this week. We'll go on to what we've been watching for the week as well. Tyler, what have you been watching this week?
Yeah, let's see what have I been watching. I rewatched Mississippi Grind. Shout out 24 Minutes of A24 podcast. I was a guest host on there. Really fun time talking with them about Mississippi Grind, which I think is a great movie for Ben Mendelsohn, because I think a lot of people just know him from like Captain Marvel and Star Wars and Ready Player One, where he's kind of just a stereotypical villain role, but he actually has a lot more range. And Mississippi Grind's a great one where he shows it. Rewatched Casablanca for like first time in like 20 years, honestly. I feel like it was technically my first watch, because it's just like one of those, like, that's just like a classic movie on the TV growing up that I just probably watched but never absorbed. I mean, yeah, it's classic for a reason. It's a good ass movie. Nothing really to add to the Casablanca discourse. Watch It's a Wonderful Life for the first time ever, which is
First time I thought you'd seen that already. Oh shit! What did you think?
It literally, it's one that was on in my household every Christmas, and like I feel like my mom would watch it, but like I would just go to the other room and be like, I'm watching A Christmas Story for the 7th time. I'm not gonna watch this. It's a Wonderful Life. Like, this is just too serious. I need to see a Red Ryder BB gun kid shooting his eye out. You know, I wasn't ready at that age for It's a Wonderful Life, but yeah, great ass movie. I want Christmas time now, or I just want colder weather, man. But
Yeah.
been still kind of cranking through the Saw franchise. So I'm through Saw 3. I think I might have seen like all of them except like Saw 10 or Saw 9, or Saw 9. So I'm rewatching them. But first one's obviously my favorite. It's a 4-star. It's nothing crazy high for me. But then Saw 2 and Saw 3 are just like fine, whatever.
I agree.
And then introduce Riley to Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Saw that. Let's fucking
Great
go.
movie. We're probably today or tomorrow we'll watch the second one.
It hits such a cliff, though. Tell her that. Tell her
No,
that.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
All three are great.
All
Yeah,
three.
but there's 5 though.
Yeah, 4 and
4 and
5.
5.
suck.
We don't
No.
ignore them. 4
2,
and 5.
3, 4, 5 all stink.
Oh, stop it!
What?
Stop
What do you
it.
have two?
What do you have
2
two
and
rated?
3?
I have 2 at like a 70 out of 100, so like it's like a 3.5. It doesn't.
I might
stink.
even like 2
After
more
that,
than 1.
After that, no way, man. After that,
I like
I think
3
two's
more than
close. I
then
think
it goes
two's
like
great.
50, then like 10, 9.
50 for At World's End.
Yeah, At World's End is.
I mean, I have it at
fun.
3.5. I don't have it high.
Overly
I like
long.
it. It's good.
mid-
I rate At World's End higher than I do Dead Man's Chest.
I know a few people rate it the best one. I get it.
Dude,
I
actually
love At World's End.
Crazy
That's where
talk.
Han
Crazy
snapped the
talk.
hardest.
Yeah, it's crazy talk. It's crazy talk.
No,
Um,
I can't believe you, Cameron.
Dun,
Do you like the
dun,
first
dun,
one?
dun,
You like the
dun,
first
dun, 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 dun,
Davy
dun.
Jones is just too sick in Dead Man's Chest.
Dude, he's too dope.
What's her name as well in Dead Man's Chest? The main girl. What's her name now?
Elizabeth Swan.
No, the one with the teeth. You know what I mean? What's her fucking character's name?
The one with the teeth.
In Dead
Oh,
Man's Chest.
oh, oh.
Dead Man's Chest. Yeah. Naomi Harris. Naomi Harris's character, Tear Down.
Yeah.
I think she's so cool in that one. I think Dead Man's Chest is really, really good.
I did not know Bill Nighy was Davy Jones.
What?
Yeah, that's a fun
Yeah.
fact that I learned.
It is a fun
the
fact.
other day.
What you got?
No, like I didn't know it either. I learned that the other day as well.
Really?
Davy, the
Hysterical.
only useful thing about Dead Man's Chest, I say the only useful thing. I'll take my hatred of it back and just go with it's a good movie. Not great. It's good.
Thank you.
So
It's only useful to pull out on Twitter once a year and say this movie came out in 2008 and the CGI looks better than any MCU
No,
movie,
it's a good
which I'm not going
film.
to argue. But that's everything they want is just to pull that scene out of Davy Jones on Twitter and throw it out. That's all they use it for. Just saying.
Also,
You'll see that tweet. You'll see that tweet in the next 6 months because I just set it into our phones. You'll see
Stellan
that.
Skarsgård.
I'm gonna tweet it tonight.
Yeah, I'm about to tweet it.
I'm
right
about
now.
to tweet it.
Tweet it now. Do it now.
I'm tweeting it from ReelTok account.
It is good. It is good CGI though. So, it's
Yeah,
very, very good.
it's some of the best we've seen.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm almost done finally watching through all the M. Night Shyamalan movies. I just have 3 left. I have Signs, The Visit, and The Village.
Did you watch like his debut? So I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Wide Awake and Praying with Anger. So I'm a completionist. I'll finish off the whole filmography. Praying with Anger, his debut should definitely be picked up by the Criterion Collection, because now that Criterion Collection is just like preserving cinema, and like I feel like Shyamalan he's divisive as hell, but like he's one of like the most known filmmakers. I feel like his debut should be like literally the only place you can watch is YouTube, and it's like a 128p pixel, like it's so fuzzy, like you can't find it anywhere, or you even like buy copies of it, like it's just begging to be like restored or something. So Criterion Collection should get on that. Of course, watch Brother Bear, which we'll talk about on a real quick review this week. Watch Dead Poets Society last week. One of our patrons recommended me that in our film raffle this week on our Discord, so go check out our
is that what you got?
Description down below. Yeah, nice. I got Dead Poets Society. It's a movie that like I really enjoyed, like I still really liked it. It was a hair away from a 4.5 for me. But if I would have saw this in high school or something, it would have been like a 10 out of 10. Like I said in my review, like this movie is to many people what like Boyhood is to me, where I saw Boyhood as such like an important pivotal time in my life that it's just like 10 out of 10, like meaningful connection. Whereas Dead Poet Society, I still love. Robin Williams is so good in that, and then you obviously get such a great cast of young actors like young Ethan Hawke, who won the role from Matt Damon for that role. So yeah, it's just like a great movie that just like is a gut punch, and it's a great meaning behind it, like seize the day, like live your life to the fullest, which is why if I would have saw it in high school, would have just been my entire personality. But still great now, but I just don't think it hit me at that right time to be like a 5 out of 5. Because I know a lot of people consider that to be like their favorite movie ever, so just that's the only reason it wasn't quite there for me. And then watch Puss in Boots: The Last Witch again last night. Shocker, it's a great movie.
It is a great film. George, what have you been watching this week?
It's been basically all horror since the start of September.
You're in an insane horror channel.
It is not spooky season yet. Get past things. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was awful of me.
Every
October comes first.
Once September hits, it's spooky season.
That's so bad, man. It's still 90 out.
It doesn't matter. It's September. I gotta prepare. But I gotta prepare, bro. I checked off 2 John Carpenter films, Christine and They Live.
You watched Christine.
Yeah. 2 Dario Argento movies, Opera and Deep Red.
Opera looks really interesting.
Yeah, Opera was really. I think that's going to be a 5-star for you, Seth. If I'm being completely honest, I think that'll be a top 10 horror movie for you when you eventually watch that.
I've only seen one Argento, and that was Suspiria, so I do need to go through it.
Yeah, that was the only one I had seen too prior to those 2. I watched Demons. It's 1985 Italian film. Really, it was a really fun movie. The practical effects were just like really creepy. It was just it was a really good time. Rewatched The Nightmare on Elm Street and The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I feel like I haven't seen those in years. Texas Chainsaw I put in my top 10 horror movies of all time. I forgot how fucking brilliant that movie was.
Yes.
I know you didn't love it, Seth, but I watched Hell House. I didn't love it. I gave it a 3.5. I agree with you where that ending just kind of really falls off. It just felt like super like lackluster, just very not rewarding.
Were you scared at any point?
Not really.
I was. There was like a point where
there was a point in the first scene, not the it was like one of the first scary scenes.
Running around and then
he's talking to the clown, thinking it's his friend, and then he goes into the other room and his friend is there, and then he starts like panicking. I started panicking. And then I don't know. I thought like the ending scene where, I mean, spoilers if you ever plan on watching Hell House LLC, but the ending scene where like he like basically stomps on his friend, the girl, and then slits his throat. It wasn't scary. It was just like fucked up to watch.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. Because I would even go as far as to say that I loved the first like 40 minutes.
The first hour, I was literally thinking like, damn, this movie must have really fallen off because like this is gearing up to be like one of my favorite found footage films. Yeah. And then the ending just took like a very hard biblical turn. Like I know the whole movie was like talking about like the biblical side of like this house. But like it really like committed to that in like the last 20 minutes.
I would have liked it better if it was just some creepy people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like if it was like a serial murderer or but like I don't know. Like it's definitely interesting. Like it's a very unique you know, I feel like we don't regularly see a lot of found footage films take like a big biblical approach, but you know, I liked it. I definitely did not dislike it. And then I watched Mayhem starring Samara Weaving and Stephen Yeun. Hour 20 minutes, such a fucking blast. Just a really good time. It's not even horror, it's just brutal violence. And then, yeah, Brother Bear, which we'll talk about later this week.
Nice. Cameron?
Yep, I had a good week of watches, and they all came on Sunday of last week. I was alone with Bailey, and so I just had movies playing during the day, which was a new switch up from what I've been doing recently. So I watched Braveheart, Asteroid City, and Amadeus.
Amadeus.
Yeah, all good movies.
Did you see what someone commented on your Amadeus review? It was quite funny about the 4.5, like the nearly ReelTok collection, because all three.
Oh yeah, I thought that was hilarious actually, and
Yeah.
I think that's something which Walmart ReelTok collection. Every member in the ReelTok it gives it a 4.5.
That will happen.
When I want to do that.
That might happen.
That'd be hilarious. Didn't care for Braveheart. I'll say it. I'm sorry.
I like Braveheart. I don't love Braveheart.
I liked it. I think the action's good, but maybe it's just I don't love Mel Gibson. I don't know where most people are at with Mel Gibson. I don't love him.
But he's such a good guy.
Do you like? Yeah, he's such a great guy. Do you like Hacksaw Ridge? Because I'm not huge on that either.
I'm not huge on Hacksaw Ridge either. I don't know if I have it rated, but I remember watching it in high school and not loving it.
No, I'm not.
So I gave the Braveheart a 61 out of 100, and I just got a million. LLL. Not enough cameos for me. LLL. I got one W, so I'll take that. But yeah, I liked Asteroid City a lot. I loved Amadeus. The fucking music in Amadeus is so goddamn good. And obviously, I don't listen to that music all that much, but it's so fucking good.
He cooked. He cooked for sure.
There's definitely a reason he was good at music.
Yeah, he
shit.
knew what he was doing.
And then big shout out to Ahsoka. Gave us one of the best episodes of Star Wars we've gotten in a long while.
Still gotta watch it.
Yeah, on top of there's a major tease at the end. Like anyone can probably guess it. It really has a lot of callbacks to the Clone Wars and especially Rebels. But the episode in general, outside of the crazy thing that everyone freaks out about online, was actually very good. A lot of action.
Dude,
right.
You can say it. Twitter is so annoying. There is no.
All right, Tyler, hit me with the spoilers.
There's no avoiding any.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh
shit!
That's
right? Cool.
Yeah. See, spoilers timestamp. So Anakin returns. Hayden Christensen is back. CGI de-aging jump scare. The de-aging. It
Wait,
never
who did they de-age?
They de-aged Hayden Christensen to look like.
Did you not see it on Twitter? It was all over Twitter.
If you're not on Star Wars Twitter, you probably wouldn't see it.
Do you think I'm on Star Wars Twitter?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, you probably, I don't know. Some people don't.
I think I just don't see enough Hayden Christensen in my life to I think I probably saw the clip, but I don't.
You probably saw it and just scrolled past because it probably
literally
said Ahsoka tease or something, and then just scrolled past. Yeah. So that was the big tease at the end, which was really awesome to see, just from a Rebels fan standpoint and a Clone Wars standpoint. And then before you see him, he hits him with the hey snips. And that just almost made me tears, just from my childhood and things like that. But yeah, I don't think it's a perfect show, but I think that's one of the better Star Wars episodes we've ever gotten, outside of Clone Wars season 7, Mando, and end of Mando season 2, end of Mando season 1, and then Andor season or episode 8 or whenever they break out a heist, and then this is probably up there with them. So really good episode. Shout out that. Lots of good action. Shin Hati.
How do you feel about this take? No Mando episode comes anywhere near those final 4 episodes of Clone Wars.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to pull out Andor.
No. I mean, Andor is very
I
good.
completely agree. I think
those
Mando
are
as a whole
legitimately
is better than Clone Wars.
No.
Okay, Mando seasons 1 and 2 as a whole. I'll take that back because I didn't love season 3, even though I liked it. I didn't love it. Mando season 1 and 2 is better than Clone Wars as a whole. But where Clone Wars peaks is higher than where Mando peaks.
Dude, those last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars.
I know, and you're being blinded by that,
God.
but it's fine. As the whole 7 seasons, I think Mando first 2 seasons are better than Clone Wars seasons as a whole. Again, I'm taking out 1/3 of Mando, so it probably doesn't count. But yeah, really great episode. Very happy we got that. Shout out Dave Filoni. Everyone was hating on him recently, and by recently I mean like
still hating on him.
Yeah, idiots, freaking out about time travel. Idiots don't understand it. The world between worlds is not time travel. He says it himself. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, half of my fucking Twitter timeline last week was people arguing about the multiverse in Star Wars and what they're talking about.
Yeah, everything's going multiverse, so I understand that they're worried this will too, but I don't think it'll go multiverse. I think you'll just like see other times that could have been, but you'll never actually like go into the multiverse. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Great episode. Really, really awesome.
Yeah, I should have put that at the start. Actually, I didn't remember.
Are
they weekly episodes?
Yeah, they're weekly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put them to start.
Me, Alex, and Sammy do a movie a watch along. So make sure to join that on my Twitch if you ever want.
Nice. As far as me, I watched a few things this week. George, have you ever seen The Strangers, the first one? You know what it is, don't you?
I know exactly what it is. I think I've seen it, but I don't think I have it logged.
So I don't love the first one. I watched the sequel. People don't like that at all, but I really do. I'd be keen to see what you think about it. Like, really keen. It's called The Strangers Pray at Night. It's got like a 2.6, I think.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at it now.
I really liked it, but it turns out not many people do. It was a rewatch. I did watch it a few years ago, but I'd be keen to see what you think on that. I think it's in terms of like strictly slasher. I don't know, man. For me, one of the best of the past few years, easily.
What's the sequel? Pray at Night?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. The Strangers Pray at Night.
I put them both on my watch list.
Yeah, sound. I also watched The Notebook this week for the first time. Didn't like it.
Was that a watch with Anna, or are you like ticking off like Ryan Gosling filmography, or what was?
I was gonna do a Ryan, because Ryan Gosling's like I feel like he's an actor that brings the views. Do you know what I mean?
He's a sexy man.
Well, he's a sexy man, yeah, but he's very like a pop. He's like a memeable popular actor. So I was gonna do like a Ryan Gosling ranking. So I was like, let me just watch a few of his songs. I haven't seen The Nice Guys. I haven't seen.
So good.
You gotta watch that, man.
Remember the Titans.
Please, Remember the Titans. He's a liability.
I like Remember the Titans.
Yeah, that's great.
I haven't seen is it something Valentine? What is it now?
Blue Valentine.
Is that what
Blue Valentine's very good.
I watched The Notebook.
These are Seth. This is the rating distribution among my mutuals for The Strangers Pray at Night. 4-2, 4-2, 3-2, 3 half.
See what I mean? Like. But yeah, so I watched Notebook, didn't like that, unfortunately. Other things, I watched a couple Bergman, watched Metropolis, a couple Kurosawa, watched Lost Highway again, which obviously I love. Brother Bear, which obviously we'll go over. I watched, this is quite funny. Do you know the Dollars trilogy? I've seen Goodbye and the Ugly, but you know the Fistful of Dollars, the first one? I went on YouTube to watch it the other day, so I searched it and I found it was on YouTube. I was like, oh, cool, I don't have to rent it. Preston, I got 40 minutes into the film and I was like, where's Clint Eastwood? This does not feel like Sergio Leone's direction. I've watched a couple of his films before. It does not feel like. And then I checked the comments of the YouTube video and everyone was like, this isn't Fistful of Dollars. And I'm like, I may as well finish it now. And I checked the film I've watched after. I'm like, this wasn't even good. I'm so confused. I checked. I ended up watching a Western from the 60s called More Dead Than Alive. It has 300 logs on Letterboxd.
You got bait and switch.
I got baited so badly. And it wasn't even good, so that was great. I also watched today, Edge of Tomorrow, which I'm not saying anything.
Edge of Tomorrow is good.
But it really surprised me. That's all I'll say.
Top tier.
I also watched Megan as well yesterday. Megan was shit, man. It's not good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Seth. Everyone loved Megan and the campiness of it, and I didn't like it.
Didn't we all unanimously hate it?
Yeah,
Didn't George we all
what? I thought you guys had it at like 3s.
I give it a 2.5. I think
I give it a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I think the meme weared off, but when it was coming out, people were memeing it, like saying it was peak camp or whatever.
No, people were not memeing it. Alex Coleman was memeing
no, people
it.
were memeing it.
People were definitely memeing that
it.
movie. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't, but people were memeing that thing.
People were definitely memeing it. But anyway, we'll move on to the trivia this week.
My fucking Letterboxd review for Megan is just a sea of unfortunate mediocrity.
So yeah, that's what it was, to be fair, yeah. We'll move on to the trivia of the week. Now, this week, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't have many ideas. And someone messaged me to do this the other day on Instagram, so shout out who you are. I can't remember your name. I'm not going to check. Someone messaged me asking this the other day, and it was the same. It was a very similar thing to what Cam did and what I did before, and we got quite a good reception from this, where it was guessing my 5-star ratings. But this week's going to be a little bit different because you wouldn't have been able to prep this at all. Today you're going to be guessing my 1.5 star ratings because I haven't got as many half stars. I haven't got as many half stars as Cam, so doing just half stars would be unfair. You're going to get 5 strikes each because I think this will be very, very hard.
This
and
is
you're
going to be
guessing
absurd.
1 stars and half stars. You will get 5 strikes.
How many
each
do you
still.
have? How many 1 stars and 5 stars do you have?
So I have, right now, I have 58 1 stars
Son.
and 32 half stars. So that's, but you've got.
I don't even know one off the top of my head, so this should be fun.
Yeah, I got nothing. This may be 5 strikes and we're out. Like I'm trying to
did it for
think. I got
yours.
nothing. I know, but I'm more. I just like voice my half stars more frivolously. I feel like you're quiet about it.
Well, that's
so
why
I
I've
got
given
nothing.
you. That's why I've given you the star as well because I feel like a half star is like
Do we have to tell you, like, if I name a movie, do I have to say half or 1 star?
No,
Okay.
you can just name the film. You don't have to specify what rating it is. The order today.
If we throw out a movie you haven't seen, is that a miss or is that a retry?
I'll give you some leeway. I think.
Okay.
I think you get one of those each.
I'm gonna use it on the first one because I'm thinking there's only one movie in my head and I don't even know if you've watched it yet.
I've got no idea.
Fine. The order is George, Cam, Tyler, go.
I mean, I feel like an obvious first pick is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Damn it!
Quantumania.
That's all I had, man. That's all I had.
That is a 1 star. So well done.
That's a 1 star.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's one
myself.
Yeah.
I think you have this as low as that, so I'm gonna throw it out. Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
That is
it's a
also
one-
1 star.
Okay,
It's also
good,
1
good,
star.
good, good.
I hope I know what the name of this movie is. Going Overboard.
Yeah, man, it's the worst. I actually bought it on
Oh,
DVD
that's Adam
recently.
Sandler, right?
I got it on
That's Adam
DVD
Sandler.
the other week. Actually.
Yeah.
Some,
But,
that
yeah,
legendary. I know exactly what the movie poster looks like, but I don't remember like Going Overboard being on the poster. I was like, it's either Overboard or Going Overboard.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fucking.
Got one. We all got one in. Good for us.
Yeah. I think you'll do all right. Back to George.
I don't know if you even saw this film, but I'm going to say Marmaduke.
From last year?
Yeah.
Yes. I did watch it, and it's a half star.
Did you watch Ghosted by chance? Have you seen that yet? That was okay.
There's no
okay.
way
That is
you
your
watched
miss.
Ghosted.
No. I was at.
No. You
I
can't.
thought I got one. I thought I got one.
That's what I meant. That's your like
Okay.
ask. Now you go.
Yeah, it's your ass.
Wait.
Man.
So now it's me.
No,
Or,
but
okay.
Cam's
So it
used-
stays on
still
Cam. Couch.
Cam's
still get
used
an
his
ask.
ask now though, so he hasn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
I got mine, so I hope you don't pull it because I'm just going one at a time.
I don't have mine, so give me. You got to give me a sec. We're really bad movies.
I think I'll share some with a few of you. Like, I don't think.
Try this. Here we go. Salazar's Revenge, the fifth dead Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's a
Dead
1.5.
No, you fucking idiot, man. God damn it.
That's first strike for Cameron. That's
God damn
all
it,
right.
Seth.
I do
Am I
hate
up?
it.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Old Boy.
Yes.
Oh,
Half
my
a star,
God.
yeah.
The
Which
OG.
old boy?
Oh,
The
that.
OG.
The 2003 Park Chan-wook one.
No.
If you have Old Boy rated that low, then you definitely have Texas Chainsaw Massacre rated that low.
2022.
Yeah, 2022.
I have a half star as well.
That's.
Dang it.
That was a good pick.
This isn't fair.
Come,
I'm
we
off.
share
I'm off.
some. I'm sure.
I know we
share
do. I know we do. I don't know mine. Can I look at mine and then guess yours?
some. No, because then you might accidentally come across mine.
I don't know like how many new movies you've seen. A lot of mine are like new movies.
Oh, I got one.
Let's try. Yeah, I don't even know if you've seen this movie, man.
Just do it anyway.
Damn it.
You've only got one strike. Just do it.
I know, man, but I don't want to throw out my strikes already. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah. Give me a countdown. Give me a 10-second countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I mean, this is not a half-court press that you're throwing out as quickly as you can. But
Oh,
I will go with. I'll just throw it out. Have you seen Fan Four Stick, the 2014 Fantastic Four?
Wait.
No shot. He's seen that.
Damn it, really?
Wait.
Miles
wait.
Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Fantastic Four.
No, I've seen the other one. No, I
Yeah,
haven't
of
seen
course
that.
you fucking have it.
It's 2 strikes. Sorry, Cameron.
Let's see. I don't I don't know. This should be low for. I know you lowered it after we did our review, so I'm hoping it's 1. Is it Transformers: Rise of the Beasts?
I did lower it after we did our review because it's 1.
Huge.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
0.5 for me, so 1's a little too high for my taste.
It's a 0.5. Wow, I didn't hate it that much. Jesus.
All right, I'll be really upset if this is one of your 1 or half stars, but I know you hated this movie. Smile.
Nah, it's a 1.5.
Oh,
1.5. Yeah.
you hated that movie, man.
Yeah, 1.5 is like, that's not a positive rating.
Fair.
Cam,
I'm fairly confident you've seen all of Adam Sandler's filmography,
I have
right?
seen all of his.
Okay. Did
That's
you
a
give
big-
Pixels a half star or a 1? Because you should have if you didn't, and if not, we're gonna have some issues. But
I think that might be your third strike.
yeah, it's the one.
No way. That's
Am
the
I, like,
worst.
I gave it a 1.5.
You fucking
Bro,
gross.
that's delusion.
It's
That-
delusion.
that
It's 1.5.
That's delusion.
Continue.
Cam's three strikes. Tyler. Cam, there are so many on here. I know we share. I need you to tell you.
So I think you have Dial of Destiny at 1.5, so I'm not going to throw that one out. I think you have Skinamarink maybe at like a 2.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of new releases right now.
You know, this isn't, but I don't want to waste time. This isn't going to be 1 star for you, but it should be Grown Ups 2.
No, it's like a 2-star for me.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-star. George. it's frustrating.
Yeah, I'll continue the Sandler filmography. If you don't have Jack and Jill rated
No,
at least,
damn it, that's all I had. Damn it.
I do. Jack and Jill is terrible. I do have Jack and Jill at a 1/2 star.
okay,
Yeah.
thank God. If you had said anything above a 1 star for that movie, I
No,
would have
no.
retired.
I don't like
Let's try
Jack.
this. Let's try this. I'm still on this train because it's all I can think. Murder Mystery 2.
Oh wait.
Have you seen Murder
You
Mystery 2,
watched it.
Seth?
You
Yeah,
watched
because
it, right?
I watched it for my ranking. I give it 1.5 again.
Dude, you have so much bias from Adam Sandler.
What do you mean
on you,
bias?
man.
It's a 1.5.
You're
What are we
loving
talking
him, man.
about?
You're loving him. That's your favorite actor.
One more strike and you're out, Tyler.
I'm just going to throw out. No, wait. Have you not seen. Has he seen. Boys, sidebar. Has he seen all the Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, I think so. No.
Yeah, I didn't think he did.
No.
Because I think he saw Fast
I
X.
have
I've
no
seen
clue.
others.
He
I got
watched
nothing.
Fast X without having seen the rest. Maybe not the
I've
rest.
seen the first. I've seen the first 3 and then that one. So I haven't seen more.
Yeah.
No other Sandler films are jumping out at me. But like, I'm trying to think of like what you've had. I don't think we've watched anything for the pod you would have given a 1 star. George, you're just munching into the mic, by the way. God. Marmaduke is taken. What should be Food Fight if you would have been part of that real quick. I'm just thinking, man, what the hell? Whatever. Dial of
muted.
Destiny.
You're
Did you
muted,
lower
George.
that to 1?
No.
Did you lower Dial of Destiny to 1?
That's 2.
Damn it. Okay, what is that? 2 strikes for me? 2 strikes?
Yeah.
Only 2? Son of a bitch. I'm throwing out stinkers, but
Whoa,
that
it's
you
my
love.
turn.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad I didn't throw anything out. Continue.
There's so many on here. I can't believe them.
There's not so many. I'm going to throw out Thor, Love, and Thunder.
Oh,
No, it's a
good
1.
pull.
1.5.
That's a 1.5?
Wait. Yeah, so 1.5.
Nah, lower
Yeah,
that right
yeah.
now. You're lying to yourself. You
All
know-
right.
What have you got it at?
I have a 2.5, but I have MCU bias though. I have MCU.
All
Nah,
bias.
the
right.
1.5.
I think I have this, and if I don't, I'm gonna just jump off my house. Holmes and Watson.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yes, thank you.
I'm surprised. I thought I'd be one of the first you went for.
Thank you. I didn't think of it until now.
Bro, if that wasn't a half star, I would have lost my
Yeah.
mind.
So George is on 2, Cam's on 4, Tyler's on 1.
Yeah.
Have you seen? All I'm thinking, for some reason, my brain's just locked into movies from this year and last year.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
thinking
all.
Yeah,
of
that's
like
all I
something.
can think
I'd
of.
get out of that headspace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seth
Not that
doesn't
many.
watch those kind of
There's
movies.
not that.
Right.
There's a few, but there's not many.
Ran.
You're like Akira Kurosawa's Ran.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the most recent Seth 5-star?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Wow, so it has ReelTok collection potential.
Yeah. Same with Seven Samurai as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just don't even know what to pull at this point.
Yeah, I got
I
nothing on
got
that.
one.
Batman and Robin.
No, he
No.
loves
No,
that
he
movie.
likes
I know.
it.
They're throwing around
love.
love a bit.
No
carelessly
way.
here. I have it at 2-star. Let's 2.5. Let's throw back love a bit.
Yeah,
more.
he really likes that movie. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Strike.
George, how many strikes has everyone had? I'm at
Okay, so
4.
Tyler
I
has
think I'm at
2.
2.
George has 2.
No, that was Tyler's third.
Was
That
that
was
Tyler's
Tyler's
third?
third. Yeah,
So
you
I'm
just
Tyler
got-
3, George 2, you 4.
I'm gonna pull out another recent release. I'm gonna go Halloween Ends.
That is a 1-star.
Yes.
Damn you, man. There's no way.
That was a good one. There's not many of those, but you got one. That's a good one.
I'm wondering if maybe a movie that came out before that is also on this list.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a new one that you just watched, and I vividly remember you saying it's not as bad as Tyler thought. But I'll still throw it out just in hopes. 65.
Why would I make a point that it's not that bad if we have a
Well-
1.5?
Well, I don't have an answer for you. All right.
No, I give it a 2-star.
Yeah, of course you did. Seth and I are not on the same frequency.
Right, Cam, you know when I tell you some of
I'm
these?
going to
you're
look
like,
at
"Oh,
my
yeah, I
own.
have
I'm
that."
going to look at my own now and just see what
Well,
I
don't say them out loud. Don't say them out loud.
Obviously.
Yeah, this is annoying.
Wait. Okay, never mind. I'll ask afterwards. Continue.
I don't think there's any more MCU on there. I don't think he's seen a lot of DCEU in there. I don't know. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
No way he's seen that movie.
No, I've seen that. I've seen both
Oh,
of
really?
those. I'm gonna check that one. I think.
No way he gives it a 1.
Just the
though.
way you delivered that. Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
I figured he'd seen Nick Cage movies.
Get fucked, Ghost Rider.
It's a 1.5.
Oh, I forgot he freaking sucks
Oh
that
my
movie off. Forgot he prays to that movie 5 times a day. Gets out on his mat and worships it.
Man.
All right, Seth, I'm assuming you've seen it, and if you have, there's no way it's not a 0.5 star. I'm going to go with Jaws 2.
This is the thing, guys. It's a
What's
1.
the thing?
It's a 1.5.
He likes camp, man.
I've been
He likes
recommended
camp.
Jaws 2 a lot.
way.
He likes camp.
Right. When are we thinking a 1.5 is a like? That's crazy.
You love it, man. That's your 5 out of 5.
I think a 1.5 might be like your guys' 1 or a half. I'm not as harsh like that.
When you get that low, you're not as harsh, but you're harsh on the ends. You're just compressing towards the middle.
Maybe. Jaws 2 is a 1.5. I don't hate. I don't
There's
like
no
it.
way.
It's to be fair. It's not like the lowest rated Jaws. I don't think. The third one.
Seth, I'm going to throw out another film immediately. Sorry, Tyler, for skipping your turn. Jaws 3D.
Yeah, that's a 1-star.
Okay, thank God.
Is Tyler out or is Tyler?
That's where they get. No, George is just taking his go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Happily, you can happily take my spot. I got nothing. I'll throw out Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
I almost did that as a last
dare
guess. I
you.
just hope.
How dare you?
I'm
Can I ask
it's
you
all
a
George
question,
now.
Seth? Can I ask
Yeah,
you a
go on.
question?
Go
Because the game's over, right, George? You got any more guesses?
I don't know. Like now, I'm thinking of like campy horror, but like now I don't know what if Seth like I'm thinking of like Human Centipede, but like Seth probably rates that a 4.5 for its campy nature.
All 3 are half a star.
Let's
That
go.
was
Oh,
3. No, it
damn.
don't matter now. That's
No,
it.
I'm taking all 3 of
How
those.
did you not get that? I've spoken about my hatred for all Human Centipede so many times. I fucking hate those films.
All right, here's my question.
Go on.
You haven't rated it on Letterboxd yet. Are you about to give Edge of Tomorrow a half or a 1?
No way.
Oh, okay,
No
good.
way.
I said it. I said I was surprised by it with a smile on my
Well,
face.
yeah, that's what I didn't know because I thought you were maybe saving the review for I forgot it's the ReelTok tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. So that I forgot you watched it for that. I thought you were saving it because you knew we were going to be doing this game.
I'll text you my review, Cam. It's certainly
Yes.
not a 1. I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you some of the. We don't have to go through all of them, but I'll tell you some of the
Okay.
main ones. I think you should have got. Cam, I don't know how you didn't get Knock Knock. We just spoke about
Ah, yeah, we did. Yeah.
it.
Is that the one with Keanu
Keanu
Reeves?
Reeves and Ana de
Yeah.
Armas.
I've never seen that movie.
So the other ones notable, all the spoof movies, which I thought you would have got, epic movies, disaster movies, sports movie, all of those.
Not on my head. Not on my brain.
Definitely not in my brain.
I also have let me see,
I wanted to get.
2 of the Alvin and Chipmunks films are 1
I
star.
didn't know you'd seen those.
I don't know why. I have Cowboys and
those.
Aliens at 1 star.
I didn't think you've seen any of these
So
films.
I
Tooth
didn't know.
Fairy, The Pacifier.
I almost
The
forgot Tooth Fairy.
Pacifier
Yeah.
with Vin
Wow.
Diesel.
Yeah, I hate
I
it.
loved that movie as a kid.
Yeah, that movie was dope as a kid.
Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Kittens.
That's a bad movie. I think I have that low too.
Oh, you should have got this one. This was this year. Flaming Hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you rated that low.
That was a 1-star. I've got all the Hostel films, some of the Ice Age films, the Rob Schneider films, Deuce Bigelow. I've got a few of them. To be fair, you didn't actually do that bad. There's not like that many. Oh, Trolls World Tour. You guys seen that?
Why are you watching?
I've seen that
I
one.
watch
I've seen
these
that one.
4
My
ranking
niece.
videos. I don't just go out my way. Oh, George, the I Spit on Your Graves films. You know the horror films.
No, I
You know what they
spit
are?
on your grave.
Really, they're like cult following like horror films. I've got both of them at half-star. I'm sure you've heard of them before. But to be fair, you didn't do that. Oh, Big Mama's House 1 and 2 as well. Fuck those films.
What I wanted to throw out, but I thought you would be nicer on them. After Earth, Last Airbender, and The Happening. You have all.
Do you know how many times we've spoken about? I haven't seen Last Airbender.
Oh, you haven't seen The Last Airbender.
I liked Happening because we've had this discussion so many times.
What about After Earth?
After Earth? It's like a 2 or 1.5. I don't like it. It's like a round, but I don't like it. You didn't do that badly, actually. To be fair, like, looking at them, I think the main ones you missed were the Human Centipede and like the spoof movies and like the shit comedies and stuff. But you didn't do that bad. I'll say. Who won, George?
Me.
Yeah. George has. Have you seen Zoolander number 2?
No.
Zoolander number 2 is on there. That's a
Okay.
1-star.
Yeah, that's a half star for me.
Yeah,
Zoolander number 1 is due.
What movie have you guys watched that has the least amount of logs on Letterboxd?
Probably that fucking Western I watched yesterday.
How do you check that?
how
Is
do I
there
check
is there a
Just
sort by?
sort by film popularity and go to the last page. It doesn't let you go from least to most.
How the hell am I going to go to the last page on my phone?
Have you seen
on
15,
computer? It's
17?
easy. You just click all.
I think mine's like 50 logs. I think it's like a really low key.
I feel like mine's got to be the winner. That Bigfoot encounters in the Pacific Northwest.
Mine is Santa
7
Claus.
ratings.
Mine is Santa
7?
Claus is coming to town. It has 455 watches.
No, because Tyler, that's a documentary, isn't it? I'm sure I've got a few. Like, what's your actual film? That's what I'm interested in.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah,
One
mine's,
more
Documentaries on
crazy?
table.
mine is this film called Burden from last year.
Oh,
This like small film guy emailed me his movie.
One
It
of
was like,
them.
I most
yeah. and
I
logged
most
it.
certainly have the wrong Bird Box logged because the Bird Box I have logged is 1 minute long. And it's got 1.5K views. And I was like, no way Bird Box was only watched by that many people. And yet,
George,
so I
you
have
know
the
this-
wrong one.
George, you know this Burden film?
Yeah.
It has 75 logs, but
Yeah, I know.
I follow 5 people who've seen that film.
Really?
It must be people who got sent it out as well, like you. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Byron and Keon.
Kian, and there's a couple other people. Kian. I'll tell him.
Okay.
But we'll finish there. Obviously, George won. We'll go over the executive producers first. So 7 Mark Jeffy, Alexander Biscardi, Ben Legg, Ben Hansey, Brody Young, Cody Whitney, Dakota Buckner, Dean Cotamandius, Dylan Chip, Ferdinand 04, Hamish Edwards, Jimmy O'Connor, Jordan Gagg, Josh Hines, Luke Diehog, Oscar Trinick, Reese David, Remy Walker, Roko 1.0, Sean Morales, Stephen Johnson, Trey Ozzie, Will Kim, and Zach Graves. We appreciate you all. And as I said before, let us know. Let us know what you think of the new presentation, the new fucking things we've got at the bottom, the new logos. We are posting on Twitter asking for your guys' opinions on them as well because we want to value your input because you're the ones who are seeing it all the time. But we think we've made some good changes. And of course, check out the Patreon. Give us a rating on Spotify, YouTube, and we are going to be starting to post more on Instagram, TikTok, and all that good stuff as well. But the real quicks this week will, of course, be a Brother Bear review, as mentioned earlier. And we will also be going over in a separate real quick our ranking of the David Fincher films that we have seen in anticipation of The Killer coming out in November, I think. I'm pretty sure it's November.
Sounds right.
Sounds right, whatever. In a couple of months, whatever. But we appreciate you all listening, and we will see you in the next one.